when I went into the Monster, I needed the name to describe the sound, which was big.
What's the story behind you creating the track that would become Follow the Leader and getting it to Ice-T?
Well, I mean, I'm a member of Ice-T's Rhyme Syndicate, but when I actually did the track, I actually had Zach De La Rocha in mind from Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But Ice heard it, and Ice wanted the track, and I can't say no to the OG, and the OG just brought it to life.
It had to be something special, I mean, because it's been a long time since we heard him rap.
Ice always gave his listeners a message. It was a message with a solution to it, and that's what Follow the Leader is.
Yeah.
Let me lead you up out this crookedness and on to something, more prosperous. So
yeah. No, I always felt that people that didn't really listen to the music, like that's what they didn't understand. Like,
right.
To like a High Rollers or something, and it'd be like, oh, like this is all gangsta shit, but it's like he dies at the end of the song.
Right.
Like, there's a message, there's a moral to it. It's a cautionary tale.
Right. And that's, Ice has always been great for the messages that he gave through the music, man. Like Ice, has a lot of significance in this game. He's a force to be reckoned with. He's a real powerhouse. And, more than that, I learned a lot from Ice throughout my years in Rhyme Syndicate. Sometimes, you just got to sit back, observe, listen, and that's how you pick up on game from somebody like Ice. Ice is my big bro. I love him dearly.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a friend of the site as well. And yeah, he's always been super cool with all of us. And yeah, right. shout out to the OG for sure.
Right. Me and Ice, if you go back to 94, me and Ice have, we have a powerful record to get together on his Return of the Real album called Dear Homie. That's me and Ice. So, yeah, we got history.
You're obviously a very talented rapper. In addition to your skills as a producer, what sparked your interest first? Oh, you're welcome. What sparked your interest first, rapping or production?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's a funny story, man. I never had a singing voice, so I grew up in a lot of the funk era, R&B and stuff like that. And that's what I really wanted to be, but I just didn't have the voice. So, hip hop gave me that voice. So, before I had equipment, I had a pen and a pad. So, I mean, like everybody else, we all start off a little bit corny, but, my surrounding, I came up in, man, it's what, helped me grow, with my pen, observing everything around me, from the neighborhood I grew up in Compton. So, that right there, that was the spark of it all. And, had a few turn downs in the beginning, but what really got me started, was just, listening to, real MCing and I loved it. So that was the beginning of it.
Who are some of your early influences?
Hip hop or R&B wise?
Either or.
Oh man. Well, one of my favorite rappers to this day, I tell everybody, is Chuck D from Public Enemy, followed by Brother J from X Clan. Of course, we got to give it up to Rakim. Man, it's a lot of people. Ice, man, I tell a lot of my friends, man, Ice is really the first pimp rapper to set it off, with the with the street stuff as far as the West Coast is concerned. But I was pretty relevant in the game too, because before I got with Rhyme Syndicate, I was a part of another collective called the Union, which was headed by DJ M Walk and Doug Young, and we were signed to Capitol. So once that was done, my guy DJ Latin, he was already over at Rhyme Syndicate before me. So, I came, pretty much after him.
The way you write songs, it's a little bit different than other West Coast hip hop. A lot of West Coast rap is very, gangsta and about the neighborhood and about the environment. And your stuff certainly is reflective of that, but yours is a little bit more introspective as well. And you really have bring a storytelling element to it and an autobiographical element to it as well. What prompted that?
Well, I just want to keep the music honest, because a lot of my OGs coming up, they listen to oldies like Smokey Robinson and Temptations and stuff like that. First moment somebody came through playing Shoot 'Em Up, Bang Bang, they'll tell you to turn it off, with the quickness. Yep. But because they wanted to hear something real. If we can date back, we date back to Melly Mel, The Message. That was real to them. Mm-hmm. So, I paid attention to what they liked. And, and that also formed my pen as well, man. I really want to keep it honest with the music, man. And, don't want to exaggerate, a false lifestyle. I just want to keep it real, something that people can live with.
One of the things I really like in your song Valuable, in that second verse, you talk a lot about just kind of your come up and working with Doug Young and him co-signing you, and you even going to Dre. And right. What's that whole story?
Man, Dre shot me down, man, but it's all love, man. I guess he wasn't ready for somebody like me at the time. And, the type of stuff that I was doing, I was really actually rapping about. So, I guess a lot of people wasn't ready for that at the time. But
what year was that?
Man, maybe like 85.
85. Okay.
Yeah. And, around the time I had a guy named Fila Al represent me. Mm-hmm. So, I was heavily into, drug selling, dope selling, and, being on the block, with my comrades. And, it just, they wasn't ready for it yet. And this is before banging on wax or anything. I was just talking about what we were living, but at the same time, it was still honest. Mm-hmm.
Is there a particular turning point in your music or in your life that made you kind of leave that life behind and pursue music full time?
I had to grow up. Mm-hmm. Just growing up, that's what it's about. It's grown talk, it's grown conversation. For those who want to really listen to that. Mm-hmm. So, that's pretty much what I'm bringing to the table.
I really like one of the things you do as a producer too, that I noticed. A lot of producer rappers, or just even producers, have a very distinct sound. I really like how all of the beats on your album sound very different.
Thank you, man. Like I said, I grew up, man. Just it was all about. Even when I was a kid, man, I was sitting in front of that speaker, and it's just like sounds of colors to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm absorbing everything that's coming out of that speaker. Like I said, at one point, I wanted to be a singer. I looked up to Stevie Wonder. I looked up to Rick James, Smokey, a lot of these cats, man. But like I said, I just didn't have a singing voice. But, that's what helped shape and mold me to become the producer and, / writer that I am today. And, that's, I'm still a student. Mm-hmm. I'm a student of all those guys, man. So, that's why you hear a lot of that incorporated, in the music. Even on my album, Dead Serious,
Yep.
You'll hear Parliament Funkadelic and funk, just all flowing through the album, man.
Oh yeah. Speaking of your albums, they're very like kind of self-contained with a lot of the same people, and on both of them. How did you kind of assemble that crew?
Well, a lot of them, those are my friends like Crimson Monroe, formerly RC. We still call him RC, the R&B collective, Po Broken Lonely. He was signed to Ruthless, signed to Atlantic Big Beat. He was also signed to Aftermath. He was his song is on the Aftermath compilation, Sexy Dance and Fame. So, and my thing was, if I'm gonna have anybody sing on my music, it's gotta be him. That's my guy. But Gangsta Biz, that's my partner up out of Indiana. My cat Wallaby, who's up out of Ohio, and my brother Blizz, who's out of Long Beach. This is my immediate circle, but also have a little clique with me that I'm bringing, to the game, such as Audio P, just name a few, King Chris, to form a big team, that put just good music out there.
What would you say the biggest difference between from your 2017 Dead Serious album to 2019, when it's all said and done? What did you want to accomplish with that second album that you didn't with the first one?
Well, the thing is, Dead Serious was kind of rushed. So, with the second one, I wanted to go a little deeper and take a little bit more time with it. So it can, mesh with what's going on. So, I just had to, really get deep. I think one of my deepest songs on there is Wings, because, I wanted to speak, on things like mental awareness and, let people know that, depression is something real. So, I just wanted to just reach across the, the board and just, change it up, just a little bit more. Fast forward to right now, I'm in the process of working on the new album, which is coming real soon, called Frequencies.
Okay.
So,
Do you think that's set to drop like this year sometime?
Yeah. And the behind the title is because everything in life is a frequency. So emotion, whether you're up and down, you go outside, it's a frequency. The weather, the temperature, every frequency. So it's coming. As far as like, the production, man, I've been, handling production since around 90. Well, actually, on the first album, I co-produced with Jammin' James and M Walk.
Okay.
So on the Union album, which was Positive Power and Coming Up Show, I co-produced on those.
What are some of the other placements that listeners and fans might know you from, in addition to your solo work?
Man. I said, me and Aladdin, we did the West Coast Rider album together, which is has Ice-T on there. Then I got some stuff that I'm doing for Tash from the Alcoholics.
Oh yeah.
Just list of stuff, man. Long list.
No, it's all good. So where do you see the future of West Coast hip hop? You're a pioneer, you're a veteran, you've been in this game for decades. Well, how do you see the future of West Coast hip hop progressing or moving forward?
Well, I mean, it can only progress through unity, man. As long as the unnecessary beef is eliminated, and we can get back to the music, then it can progress. But until then, man, it's kind of iffy, man. Because I like to see everybody stick together instead of going at each other. Because it's enough game in this, enough money in this for everybody. But You know, it's kind of cloudy from right now, man, because, you know, everybody with each other, man. And, you know, I just wanted to pull that from my music, man. And, you know, I stay out of rap beefs. You know, I don't want to be the king of this. I just want to get my point across. Like I said on the title track, when it's all said and done, I just wanted to get my point across. That's it.
Is there anything else that you want to add or comment on, or, you know, let the people know?
Oh man, just stay tuned for the next album. You know, I think y'all gonna really love this next album. Then after that, I think I'm just gonna, you know, just stay with the production side of things, man, and put out some instrumental albums that people can vibe and ride to. Y'all can check me out, you know, the Monsta at Monsta Beats on Instagram. Monsta Beats with 3 Z's. 3 Z's. And check me out. Yeah, check me out on Twitter. Monsta Beats with 2 Z's.
One other thing, if you don't mind doing before you go for this, could you give us a drop for West Coast Styles?
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. All right, what up, everybody? It's the Monsta tapping in with y'all on West Coast Styles. Check it out.
What time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.